morning, everyone. Welcome to GF1 Equinox. Now, here's your host with the most, Scott.
Okay, hopefully we are live by this point. Mac.
Yeah, you can hear us.
Okie dokie. Hello, and welcome to Digital Beatdown. And you may be wondering, why do we show the Gamer Grudge screen? Welcome to Digital Beatdown Equinox. We don't need to answer that question.
No, we don't.
Just know that this is Digital Beatdown Equinox. We know what we're doing. We always know what we're doing. Don't question us. But today, don't
question me?
Yeah, don't question why we have a show called Equinox not on the Equinox. Don't question that either. We know what we're doing. Or, I should say, Mac knows what he's doing.
Equinox adjacent.
Sure, yeah, we're just off by a week. But that's not the point. The point is we have a very special show for you today, because this is a very special show. I am here with Foxy Elfie Foxy.
Hello, everybody.
And I am also here with we are also here with our contestants, Kim.
Hi. Hello.
And that's it. So. Hi, Mac.
Hey, what's up? I'm just here so I won't get fined.
Okay, so apparently you did something and now you've incriminated yourself. So we're gonna move on. Special note, our regular host Scott might make an appearance, hopefully. Shoutouts to him. So I am taking his spot for the time being. Well, actually for the whole show, because it'll be really awkward to switch between two hosts. So that is why Elfie's here. Yay! So, rules and all that. If you've seen Gamer Grudge, if you've seen Anime Urami, if you've seen any of our shows that involve debating, this should be really simple. But, you know what? Why not? Let's just go over the rules real quick. There are 5 stages. First stage, contestants state their answers. We don't need an explanation. We don't care. Second stage, or second round, is their opening statement. They have 1 minute. They have 1 minute to state why their answer is correct to the question being asked. Third is essentially what we call Gamer Grudge, the grudge part, but I do not know what we call it in Digital Beatdown, but just think of it as Gamer Grudge, where they fight for 3 minutes. Stage 4, or round 4, because I'm working on no sleep. I'm mixing up my words today. That is fact-checking, additional supplementary questions, and the like. And then round 5, the final judgment, where we decide your fate. Wahahahahaha.
Ooh.
I really wish Elfie would have laughed with me. I feel really dumb right now.
I laughed.
We love you, Master.
Yeah, we do. We do love you, man.
Alright, so now that we got all of that stuff out the way, let's go to our first question.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah! Yeah!
It's number 1. It's number 1.
Well, yes, you would be correct. That would be number 1. Now I forgot what the question is. I think it was, what's the best Tim Burton film? Yes, what is the best Tim Burton film?
Yes, in honor of Beetlejuice.
Yes, that. Also, I forgot who gets to go first. Let's start with Kim, since she hasn't been on one of these in a while.
All right. So my pick for Tim Burton's best film is Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
She automatically wins. Matt, go home.
I am home. Fuck you.
What is your answer, Macklemore?
I went with It Would.
Okay. So back to main. Elfie, do we have a minute on the clock?
Moment. And go.
Oh, yeah, Kim, go, I guess.
All right. Pee-wee's Big Adventure is Tim Burton's like major directorial debut. The biggest thing he had done before this was Frankenweenie, which fun short film, but this is his big screen debut. It is a phenomenal film, made major touchstones on pop culture going forward. It allowed Paul Rubin to transition Pee-wee from adult humor into a kids show, and springboarded Tim Burton's directing career into like the major huge films that came on the tail of this. It's definitely his best piece. He started off on the best foot he could, and it's been ups and downs ever since.
5 more seconds.
And it's just really funny.
And you're done.
Good job, Kim.
Next.
Yeah, Mac, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Waiting for Elfie to save the time. I think she said start.
Did you say start?
Go.
All right, look, I had to walk away my nostalgia for a minute to pick other movies, but look, as a critic, I love Ed Wood. Ed Wood is a great film. It's not only just a documentary about Ed Wood, it's also a document about filmmaking. It also takes you into how Bela Lugosi is came down and literally lets you take a look into his life, and Martin Landau does a great job as playing Bella. He does an amazing job as him. Also, there is some funny moments in the film. And also, like I said, it's not just a film documentary about making a film. It's a documentary about not only one person, it's about two people at the same time. And it does a damn good job about it. And it's...
Thumbs up.
That's it.
All right. Let's get 3.5 minutes on the clock. I'm assuming the contestants are ready. They sounded like they were ready before we started.
Yeah, we're ready. Let's go.
Oh, okay.
Go.
All right. So Ed Wood is the Tim Burton movie people say is their favorite Tim Burton movie when they want to sound smart about film. It's the one that like snobby, pretentious film. People are like, "Oh, his best work was Ed Wood by far." It's not the best example of his work. It's a fun film about making film, but I mean, to this day, people go to the Alamo and ask where the basement is because of Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
I get that.
Pee-wee's Big Adventure made
ask yourself
tons of money. It allowed him to do Beetlejuice. It allowed him to do Batman.
You're right, and you're right. That is exactly correct. It allowed him to do that. Here's my problem with Pee-wee's Adventures. Great film, great everything about everything is good. I love this film. I love Pee-wee's Big Adventure. When you picked this, I was like, fuck, that's a good answer. Here's my argument against it. Is it really his film, or was he riding the bicycle that was little, or did he rode on Paul Rubin's bicycle? Because I feel like Paul Rubens picked him, which was a great pick, but I feel like this was something that, I feel like any other director, not any other director, but there could have been another director that could just help. One of the Coens could have done this, and it still would have been a great film. I feel like Pee-wee gave him the platform so he could do it. With Ed Wood, he was given the platform, but you can tell from that start with Ed Wood that it was his film. It was his film. It was his film.
His film, and it bombed. Like it was a box office flop.
It bombed, but Rotten Tomatoes actually loved it. Rotten Tomatoes gave it high regards on. It got high good films. They love this film.
Which comes
And I
back
admit it's
to the snobby film people love to make Ed Wood into the.
film people love this film. I admit snobby film people love this film. And like I said, you know me, Kim. You know me. I love you. Out of all the people here, you know me the most. You know I like stupid, dumb films. You know this. For me to pick this film, this got to get you with a curveball. Because for me to pick Ed Wood is a shocker. Ed Wood is a more endearing tale. It also almost made me cry when spoiler alert, when he had to find out that Bela Lugosi died. It almost teared me up a little bit. But it teared me up when he died, when he literally just said, Also, Johnny Depp, just his best performance in this film. It's a good film all around. I love Pee-wee's Big Adventure, but my problem is it his film? I'll give you a chance to explain that. Is it his film?
I mean, it most definitely is. I mean, it's a Paul Rubin vehicle, but
yeah,
they specifically picked Tim Burton for it.
I get that. Yeah,
on the strength of the work that it like.
Yeah, that's my argument.
And
I'm not trying to shit on the film because I love Pee-wee's Big Adventure, but it really isn't Pimps. If we wanted to be like, that's the reason it took all of me. That's the reason I had a tough choice between picking Ed Wood and Beetlejuice, because Beetlejuice is 100% Tim, and Ed Wood was 100% Tim. It was 100% Tim because all the claymation, all the stuff that Tim does is. It was
100% Tim, but it was also. Oh, you got so lucky. I was about to crush you.
This is why I did
this. I just needed like 30 more seconds to just land that last bit. I was being nice.
Well, you do know I am the host, and I can in fact do that.
I know that, but I knew how to. I had to already pick him a certain way.
Okay, so do you have any questions, Elfie?
Not at the moment.
Okay, I think I have one. In your movie, what is the most Tim Burton thing? Like, it's unquestionable. This scene is what defined Tim Burton in your movie.
I already know. I know Kim's answer.
What's my answer?
Marge.
Well, shit, you did know my answer. Yes, I was gonna say Large Marge.
Marge.
It's a dark. It's a very dark scene in an otherwise like relatively upbeat film. Yeah. It's got ghosts. It's got claymation. It's got a horror element that's like mostly kind of kid friendly, but still traumatic because it was the 80s. Like, it's as Tim Burton as it gets, as far as Pee-wee's Big Adventure goes.
Okay.
For me, it's tough to nail down the aesthetic of, like, it's tough to nail down like a particular scene because the feel, it's more like the feel is more Tim Burton-y than a specific scene. So it's tough to me to nail down a specific scene. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes, but still answer the question.
Damn. Fuck. I guess there's a scene. I would say the end credits. It's more Tim Burton-y because that's the claymation, the everything about it. The ending is the credits is literally Tim Burton-y. I would say that. So that's my answer.
So the thing you wanted to highlight about the movie was the fact that the movie was over.
Like I said, Kim, I told it it's hard to pick a thing because the whole aesthetic of the film is Tim Burton. I want to try to. I told you this is a hard question.
Ding. Don't make us take points away.
Sorry.
There was actually a second question I was going to ask. Okay, what's the worst scene in your movie?
Damn it! Bullshit, you know that.
No, it's a question. Now answer.
She's the hostess.
Go ahead, Kim. You're first.
The worst scene in the movie. The swimming pool scene when he goes to like interrogate Francis, and he's just in this massive indoor swimming pool with like a 6-foot battleship and all these floaties in there, and then Pee-wee starts like semi-drowning him, trying to get answers out of him. It was a very weird tone for a scene in that, given the rest of the film. Like, it was a oddly serious like moment in an otherwise kind of vaguely light film. It just kind of jarred a little bit.
Okay. Mac? Mac?
Give me a fucking second here.
It's really hard to pick a single
No, it's a single person that I didn't like. I didn't like Sarah Jessica Parker playing that part. I know she's in. I just didn't like her in this film. So there we go. I like Patricia Arquette, love her, but Sarah Jessica Parker, I just didn't like her in this film. So there, I said it.
Okay. Any facts, anything that they got wrong that you could discern and all of that?
I know what you're trying to do, Mist, and that was not right.
Dude, I'm actually just asking questions. I'm doing my job.
I understand.
Just at the moment, I'm still doing a little bit of work. I actually had not realized that Paul Rubens was originally one who wrote the script for Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was a Tim Burton thing. I was like, whoa, what?
Yes.
You said what?
She didn't know Pee-wee's Big Adventure was Tim Burton.
No, I didn't know the original script was written
Oh,
by,
the original script.
Pee Wee Herman.
Yeah, it was. You didn't know it was Pee Wee Herman.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You didn't know it was Pee Wee Herman?
Oh, I know who Pee Wee
Was the
Herman
writer.
is. I just did
Oh,
not
yeah,
know
he
that
was
he
a
was
writer.
the
Yeah, it
original
was him
writer
and
for the screenplay.
Phil Hartman. Phil Hartman wrote it too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Phil Hartman was part of it too, yeah. Actually, I think he helped him. He was starred in the original HBO special too.
Yes,
Phil Hartman had a lot of help with Pee Wee.
Also, we
Phil
also
Hartman
have to,
was the like sea captain.
we also have
Yeah.
to put out there that the original Pee-wee, very dirty.
Yeah,
Very,
it was not
very
meant for
dirty.
kids.
No. Like, that's why like Pee-wee's Big Adventure is so important, because without it, it never makes the transition from the stand-up special, which is very adult, to the kids program that is beloved. Like,
Everybody like, oh, this is for kids. I was like, no, it's
Sure,
not.
we'll go with that.
You're like, wait a minute, are we sure this is Pee Wee that I know? What?
Okay.
Elfie, who do you think won this one?
I've seen Pee Wee's Big Adventure. I have not seen Ed Wood. However, I am a huge Bela Lugosi fan. So anything that's going to tell us more about him is going to have my heart right. I'm going to have to go with Mac.
All right, so one for Mac. Unfortunately, we're going to start with the really bad start here because I honestly think Kim argued it better, especially since it kind of did show more Tim Burton's talent.
That's true.
It really did, and it did open the door for what he could be known.
That's the only argument I had. That's the only argument I had, because it was like, that's all I could say. It wasn't trying. I couldn't knock it down because I love Pee Wee Big Adventure, but That's the only thing I can say.
Yeah, the Pee-wee, like he came off of Pee-wee, which in its own right did very well in terms of box office
Box
reception,
office
critics
receipts,
reviews.
yeah, it did good. It did do good. I'm just trying to argue, like, is this really a Tim Burton film or is it
Oh
Pee-wee?
yeah, but he
Yeah,
came off of
that's
that,
why I
did
had to argue that.
Beetlejuice, Batman, Edward Scissorhands, which are three of his most beloved films. He came off of Ed Wood and did Mars Attacks, which is a cult classic, but otherwise was a big miss when it first came out. Sleepy Hollow, which is a snooze fest
Snooze
of a
fest.
movie.
I hate
And
Sleepy
then
Hollow.
he did the Marky Mark Planet of the Apes movie. Like the three movies that came after Ed Wood were nowhere even remotely as good as the three movies that came after Pee-wee's Big
That is
Adventure.
true. Yeah,
Right.
that is true.
So
Yeah. Right.
I do have to go with Kim on this one. It's kind of an odd Tim Burton choice, but it is a Tim Burton movie.
Because normally I
That
don't
is
know
right.
about you, but when I think Tim Burton, I'm thinking Beetlejuice. I'm thinking Batman.
I was about to
thinking
pick Batman,
Big
but the
Adventure.
problem is Kim had a I knew Kim had guns ready for Batman. If I picked that, I know
But-
Kim. You gotta understand.
But
I
even
know
still,
Kim.
the Pee-wee's Pee-wee's
Yeah, that
Playhouse
was a up. Yeah,
is it's the one that made Tim Burton Tim Burton.
You
it
gotta
allowed
understand.
for everything else.
Yeah.
Mac, shush.
No,
Yeah,
I'm not arguing against it. I'm just telling you, you gotta understand how
No,
to fight.
I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to move on to the next question.
Yeah.
Oh no. So what we're doing? We're tied again.
Yes, for question
Okay.
1, it's 1 and 1.
Okay. No, I just want to say this. This is why I'm telling you. This is why I have tough time dealing with Kim, and I had to change my approach with Kim. All my answers.
Yeah.
So I knew
Yeah.
I could attack me, and when I attacked Kim, Kim was like, "Oh shit, he came with a different approach." Just ain't same old Mac.
All right.
Yeah,
so,
if you go back through previous fight, I always come at it with like sideways answers, and it always throws him for a loop because he doesn't know how to handle it.
For a loop, and I was like, "You're not kidding me this time."
well then, on to question 2. Let's see if she still gets you.
She's probably gonna get me because this film. I'll make him mad who would a sideway answer.
All right, question 2. What is the best really? What is the best film? I think that has a musician in it.
Yeah, best musician in it. This is in honor
Well-
of blank.
What is the best film with a musician as the star? There we go.
Yeah, this is in honor of blank in Paris.
Well, it's only one blank, but I get the blank.
Yeah.
Also, I wasn't gonna read that considering what's happening in the news right now.
Yeah, that is right. Yeah, you did.
Okay, so we started with Kim last time. Mac, what is your answer?
I went with just right with Tommen.
Get
You went
out!
With what? With what?
Just
Exactly.
no. Here. Let me explain his answer. He went with
I
the
didn't
movie.
hear what he's.
He went with the movie Just Right, starring Queen Latifah the rapper, but chose Common, who is also a rapper,
on this one.
but is
I
a lesser known
overthought this
rapper.
answer. You're gonna understand. If you heard the first round, I overthought this answer. Now you know why I picked this answer. I overthought of it. Fuck! I overplayed my hand.
Kim, can you please state your actual answer that makes more sense?
Yes. For this question, I chose The Blues Brothers, starring the famous musicians The Blues Brothers, as well as a massive supporting cast of some of the greatest musicians of all time.
All right, let's get a minute on the clock.
And
Wait,
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, let's get everybody prepared first. So, Mac,
Sorry.
Mac, are you ready?
I'm gonna bullshit my way through this. Hopefully, I can lose this, but I'm gonna lose with dignity. Let's go.
Well, you heard the man.
All right, he's ready. Go.
Look. Common is an established actor. He is a great actor. He's also a magician. We forget musician. He's also a rapper. So I went through his filmography and I thought, what is the best film he's in? Just Right is a good film. It's a great film with also co-starring another musician rapper, Queen Latifah, the queen herself for queens. And this film is about basketball and them loving the game of basketball and them loving each other in the end. And he has to go through playing, have to know the game of basketball, playing the game of basketball. He has to know all this stuff to do this, and he does a damn good job of doing it. So for an actor that is a musician to do this and to go through that has never probably played a game of the NBA in his entire fucking life, or probably played basketball in his entire fucking
Time's
life.
up.
Yep.
Mac, I like how while your description of the movie was correct, it also sounds like the plot of Love and Basketball.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Yes. Now, you understand why I knew I was fucked when I picked the question.
I mean, the
You know, I was
difference would be
fucked.
is that in
When I
Love and
sent that to Kim, I was like, "Fuck, I shouldn't have picked this."
Mac, chill.
Huh?
Take a minute. Breathe. It's okay.
The difference
Ooh,
between Love and
Fraba.
Basketball and Just Right is Queen Latifah actually plays a physical therapist.
Yeah, that is the difference. Yeah.
No, she does have a
Actually-
love for basketball, but she is also not a basketball player.
That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there is a blown knee in both movies, so.
Fuck you, Kim. I missed you.
All right, Elfie, do we have a minute on the clock?
And
Kim, are you ready?
Go.
Oh, never mind.
Yes.
sorry,
Okay.
are you
All
ready,
right.
Kim?
Yes.
All right, go.
All right. Blues Brothers, I mean, it largely speaks for itself. It has an astounding cast of musicians. It's a phenomenal musical comedy. The music is a core central part of the film. It's infinitely quotable. It has some of the most memorable gags and bits. I mean, Illinois Nazis. Like, it's just a phenomenal movie the whole way through. It had the record for the largest car crash pileup in a film for decades. The songs are catchy and strong. The plot is great. It's a poster that's on every college dorm through the 90s and 2000s. Everybody loves Blues Brothers. It's a Hallmark movie that you have to see. It's on the 1001 movie to see before you die list.
Time's up, David.
You know what? Go to your corner, Mac.
No.
Oh!
You know what? I'm changing my. Oh wait, no, I can't change my answer. I gave the point to Kim. Elfie, I'm changing your answer or your point. It's going to Kim.
What? Wow, that sounds serious, man.
No,
You just stole your 1 point,
I know, right? Damn it.
man.
All right, 3.5 minutes on the clock.
Okay, who's
Contestants
going
get-
first?
No, this is the grudge part of it. So contestants,
Oh, that's right.
get ready when the lady dings the bell. Fight it out.
You guys ready?
Kim, I'm sorry. I'm going to go after you on this. I got to find a way to get dignity. Come on. Can we
Have
up?
at it.
How much
Go.
cocaine was on set?
I'm waiting
Sorry,
on you
what?
guys. Time's running.
What? Yeah,
How much cocaine? Yeah, I threw that curveball in. How much cocaine
It
was on
doesn't
set?
matter how much was on set. I mean,
That was a cocaine-riddled film.
that doesn't make it a bad movie. If anything, it probably helped make it a better movie, arguably.
I'm going to Trent Bell route. I
but-
had to go to Trent Bell route.
Just Right
There's
is
so
not.
much cocaine on set. That's a film for addicts. So
It doesn't matter. The Just Right is not even the best Queen Latifah rom-com. It's also not the best middle class,
I feel
low
like
class,
this is
working
shit.
class
I feel like-
woman falls for rich
I feel like this is a
celebrity
opinion.
guy that would be made in Manhattan that had Jennifer Lopez, also a musician that you could have picked. It's an
Objection.
entire
That is
genre
opinion.
of.
That is
you know-
opinion. Objection. That is opinion.
It doesn't matter if it's an opinion. It's a factual opinion. There's an entire subgenre of, oh, she's like a Cinderella-ish working class in New York, and she falls for the rich celebrity prince, duke, business guy, tycoon.
I just want to say
They're-
this.
relationship blossoms as they fall for
no,
each other.
no.
Like,
Brent, you're forgetting something. He was originally in for Paula Patton's character in that film. I forgot her name. She was not that memorable, even though Paula Patton is hot. But he was falling for her, and they got married again. So there we go. Boom.
boom, what? Like, you presented a mid-tier rom-com. Like, Queen Latifah's been in a bunch of them. You could have picked several better ones than the
Well,
one
this
that
is not
nobody
about
even.
Queen Latifah. This is about Common. Common
But
is a well-established actor.
yeah, who's been in good movies,
He
and
also
you
has an
didn't pick
Academy.
one.
Also, I just want to take some time to remind you, he has an Academy Award. I just want to put that out there. That's facts.
Was it for Just Right?
I just want to say he has an Academy Award. I'm just saying that.
All right, okay. So, I mean, Emmys and Grammys galore. Does it matter? None of them were for this movie. So why didn't you pick? Why didn't you pick the movie that he got an Academy Award for?
I can either confirm or deny it was for this film, but he has one. I just want to put that out there. He has an Academy Award.
I'm sure it'll be addressed in the fact-checking round that it was not for this movie.
I'm sure it will be addressed.
Because you could have just picked that movie. Like, you picked Common. You could have used his Academy Award-winning performance.
I could have. But like I said, this could be for this film. I don't know, but I see Academy Award-winning actor Common in this film. And, this is great. It's an amazing film. Your film doesn't have an Academy Award, but the Academy Award-winning actors in it, but mine do.
I think my Grammy count's gonna blow yours out of the water, though. I mean,
Grammys are awesome. Nobody won't look. Everybody.
We're talking about musicians. We're talking about musicians, and the Blues Brothers are musicians in their own right. On top of James Brown, Cab Calloway, Aretha Franklin, Ray Charles, and the Blues Brothers themselves put out an album before the film. They.
That this is like let him die.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we get a little heated around here.
Okay.
Heated.
Mac, I have a question specifically for you.
For me? Are you
Yes.
fucking kidding me?
No, I think this is a legitimate question.
Oh God.
Why didn't you pick Queen Latifah?
Once again, that's your question? Really? Because I had literally an hour to pick this question, so I just literally looked up a random film and I thought Common, and I picked Just Right, and I just picked it.
Yeah,
See,
but
what I was gonna say,
I didn't. I know. I thought of first reaction as opposed to thinking about it. I didn't have time to think about it.
also Queen Latifah's name shows. No. I'm not excusing this one. Queen Latifah's name shows up before Commons.
Let me explain this to you, miss. I was going to pick. If I had more time, I was trying to pick this quickly. If I had more time, I would have picked Purple Rain, 150%, and I would have destroyed her answer. But I didn't think about that. I was just thinking about just trying to get an answer out. So that's my answer. That's the reason why I picked Just Right. I would have had a good answer for Purple Rain, but I didn't think about it. I was in the moment, and I just had to pick something. So there's your answer. If I lose, I lose. I understand, but that's my reason.
I know I'm nitpicking here, and she wasn't actually in the movie, but it was her music. But if we're going to talk about a queen of music, I mean, you got Aretha Franklin.
That is true.
I'm sorry. Who's going to beat Aretha? Come on.
Yeah. Look, Elfie. I said that. I said this in the beginning. I know I'm gonna lose this answer, but I'm gonna go down fighting. It's not gonna piss me off that I lost. I won't go. I'm lost. I'll take this L to the chin. I will take it. I'm not mad. I'll take it. I went into this like I'm gonna lose, but let's have fun.
And while we're talking about that Academy Award,
yeah, let's do some fact checking.
Yeah, it was for a movie called Selma in 2014.
Yeah. Yeah.
starred as co-starred as civil rights leader James Bevel.
He was in Selma, wasn't he? Fuck.
Yeah, go figure that he got an Academy Award for a film about the civil rights struggle and not for a mid-tier rom-com.
Kim, you won. Don't put salt in the wound. Come on.
No. I think this is worth roasting. Matt, you also could have picked Set It Off.
I was gonna say there's a lot of good movies.
I could have picked Set It Off. Like I said, I overthought this. So I'm not gonna fight you on this. But if you keep roast me all you want, I'll get ready for question number 2.
Number 3.
That was question number 2. And you bombed it.
Three.
So, Elfie, who did you pick? Who won this one? Just so we can get it on the record.
Mac, I love you, but I'm going with Kim on this one.
No. Go ahead. I knew this. I knew the outcome.
Mac, I love you too, but I'm highly disappointed in you, so I have to go with Kim. You forced my hand to go with Kim, and I love Queen
Latifah. No way since you heard it.
See, if you really wanted to pick like a left field pick, you could have gone with an Adam Sandler movie.
Yeah.
Because he's put out musical albums. He's a songwriter. He's a musician. He's a comedian first, but you could have gone with an Adam Sandler movie.
Yeah, I could have picked
Adam Sandler does qualify.
He does qualify. I could have picked him.
I have one of his albums.
I would have picked, if that's the case, I would have picked Happy Gilmore. Yeah, Adam Sandler's in it.
Yeah, that would have been a good left field pick. That would have been hard to fight.
Yeah,
also,
but I wasn't beating
Mac,
Blues Brothers. Is just a good movie.
No. You could have beaten it by pulling out The King. You could have said Moonwalker.
I could have.
This is also true.
This is also true, but you don't know Kim. You don't know her. You don't know her.
Again, Mac, here's the argument. Is Michael the King of Pop Jackson? Mic drop.
Missed. Remember how Trank fights? Kim is that 10 times.
No, she's not.
She would have brought that other stuff up. Believe me.
Okay,
she won't bring that up.
Mac, that other stuff would have nothing to do with Moonwalker, the movie.
Yeah, that wouldn't have been in my argument. I would have been fighting the film. I wouldn't have been fighting.
She would have fought also Joe Pesci and all that other stuff. So she would have been like, "This is Joe Pesci's worst performance," and I would have been like, "Oh shit, yep, like I remember."
But again, it's about the musician and the film. Joe Pesci is the co-star, as in he really is not the main focus.
And then she would have brought up Captain Emo.
First of all, it's called Captain EO. Second of all, that has nothing to do with Moonwalker.
No, but it is better than Moonwalker.
It is. Oh, definitely. I
Yeah, she would have figured that out.
That would have been my fight. Would have been like, well, if you wanted a good Michael Jackson movie, you go Captain EO.
No, I can argue that.
Yeah, that's the reason. Like I said, the reason why, if I had more time, I would have thought this a little bit more thoroughly.
Ooh, yeah, with the cameo. Yeah, that would have been a good. Yeah.
I was thinking less clearly.
You cannot argue that the man had a sense of humor about himself in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Yeah. Question. Hey, don't you take my hosting job? Don't you make me take Elfie's point away and give it to Kim?
Again.
Yes. All right. Question 3, not question 2.
And this is
what is the best Dave Batista performance? Which is what I think he was supposed to say.
Yes, I probably misspelled it a little bit.
Kim, your answer.
I went with Hotel Artemis.
All right. Mac, what is your answer?
I went with Glass Onion, aka
Glass Onion.
Glass Onion, aka Knife Out too. So
Glass Onion. That's the movie. Glass Onion.
Yeah, Glass Onion.
All right. Do we have a minute on the clock?
We do. Are we ready to start? Who's going first?
Kim, I guess.
Kim. Yes,
Yep.
Kim goes first.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, Hotel Artemis is a phenomenal movie. It does an incredible job of quickly building out a dystopian, crime-riddled world. The Hotel Artemis is a hospital for criminals and gangsters. It's got very kind of John Wick world vibes, and with like the network of the Continental and everything. There's a network of these hospitals in a future dystopia. The cast is stellar. Jodie Foster, Jeff Goldblum, Sterling K. Brown's in it, and Dave Batista holds his own weight amongst those like powerhouse actors. He does a phenomenal job in a supporting role of backing up Jodie Foster and giving her like they play off each other in a really great way. They're dynamic as like doctor and nurse is so strong, and he just really eats the role
Time.
up. Like
That's just like Elfie just put her hand out, just slapped you like, no, sit down.
Sorry. Not meaning it
that's
that
fine.
way.
Nope. When you say stop, I try to stop on the dime as best I can.
Yeah, I'm like some other people. Mac, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
The reason why I picked Glass Onion is this is literally his best performance, because before a lot of this, he would be known as this big giant brute, just like he would be in different films, like from Drax and Guardians of the Galaxy. But he plays a Twitch streamer in this film, and he literally is just not a brute. He is a guy that literally is smart. He's not dumb. You always think of him as a big dumb guy, but in this film, he shows a little bit of his brain. Also, just like with Kim, he does literally shoot his scenery with Edward Norton. Let's not forget, this is fact. Edward Norton is an Academy Award winning actor. This is not bullshit. It is, and I can tell you the film. It is from I got the movie, but it's in my head. But I got it.
10
but
seconds,
he
Mac.
Huh?
10 seconds.
10 seconds. But this is a good film. He shoots the scenery. He's a great actor in this. I like him in this film. I love it. Done.
And you're done. All right.
All right. So let's get 3.5 minutes on that clock.
Before you start the clock, just a quick clarifying question. Do we try to avoid spoilers, given Glass Onion is relatively newish, or do we just put it aside and argue?
Oh, boy. Let's try to keep it as spoiler-free as possible, because there's several scenes that are actually easy to find on the internet, too.
Yeah.
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 All right. Are contestants ready to argue?
Mm-hmm.
3, 2, 1, and go.
So Dave Batista in Glass Onion, he plays he's a Twitch streamer, but he's a misogynist. But he's not even a misogynist. He's a smart guy who is putting on the visage of toxic masculinity to fleece money out of Twitch viewers, which is just such a terrible stereotype to lean into.
It's a terrible
doing the rhino boner pills and the MAGA stuff and the I always have my gun on me. That doesn't make him.
Let's not forget his like what other things does he say besides just basically just being Drax? I just think of him as Drax when I see him in Hotel Artemis. You see this? I'm a medical professional. I will unheal the shit out of you. What kind of stupid? That's the stupidest line I've ever heard. Even though he's chewing the scenery, he just says stupid lines.
He's there for muscle, but he also he has a lot of insight in that movie too. He helps Jodie Foster overcome her agoraphobia.
He's basically a big dumb nurse. That's all I think of him as. A big dumb nurse. He's Lurch as a nurse. That's it.
He goes down like a punk in Glass Onion, like
but he plays that role. You got to think about it. He has to chew the scenery with Daniel Craig, Edward Norton, Madeline Kahn, Jessica Hardwick, with a lot of actors, even with veteran actors at that. and he does a good
Yeah.
job with it. He's the memorable character in that. He's one of the most memorable characters in that film. You
He
know him.
he doesn't
And
he doesn't he doesn't
Clement is
okay.
a film that literally don't lets everybody equally take their part, and he does a damn good job of giving everybody their part and everybody giving their time. It's a real
Yeah,
good
he gives
film
everybody
for
their time
doing
because
it.
he's
He does a
not
good job
in
of
most
doing
of the
it.
movie. He's like he gets dropped and then he's just not in the rest of the film. Like
Well, he
everybody
is
gets
the
their time, everybody gets a shine
at
because
the end
he's
of the
on
film,
the
but towards the end, but
ground.
the thing about Dave Batista, if you watch the film, he is one of the most memorable parts of the film. And for him to do that, that's really, really good. And with yours, I do remember him, but I just remember him as the cheesiest person. When I think of him, I just think of him just as in Hotel Arnhem. So just being honest, he just lurched with a fucking that's the nurse version of Lurch. That's all he is, which is cool. I like it. But if you want big dumb type of thing, that's cool. With Glass Onion, he steals the scene. He steals just about every scene he in. He goes in there. He still, even up to the point in the film, he steals about every scene. He steals it. He's there. He's interesting. He's the most interesting. Even though he's a misogynistic type of person, he steals the scene. He still steals it. You believe him as that misogynistic person because when you think of Dave Batista, you don't think of him as this. You think of him as a cool guy, laid back. In this film, like, whoa, he's an asshole. He's a dick. But, you know, in real life, whenever different roles, even from Drax, he wasn't a dick. He was a cool guy. But in this, he was a dick, and he played that damn well.
Yeah, that course really stole every scene that he was in, laying on the floor. Like, I don't you can't argue that this is his best performance when he's barely in more than maybe quarter of the film.
You're going to argue that point. You can't argue the point that he just literally punching the shit out of people in your film. Oh, wow, he does that in Disney, as Drax in Disney and the other films. He does that. Even in the film he in right now, he's doing the same shit.
Hooray! Okay. Do we have
I'm
any?
just curious. What movie would you have chosen as an answer for this, Mist?
I don't think I should answer that right now.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay.
Because it actually is in agreement with one of the contestants.
Gotcha. Okay, never mind.
That's fair. That's
Now,
fair.
I will say one of my backup answers, which was also a contestant's answer who is not here. I also would have gone with Knock on the Cabin.
Which would have dropped performance, but okay.
Hey, I give credit to anybody who can get through the lines M. Night Shyamalan writes for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would have done a different. I realized it was just a supporting role, but I kind of liked him as Severin Gordon for late early 2020.
That's not bad. It's a small role, but it was a good. He did own it.
Yeah, he did. It took me a while. If really I was going to be another answer, but I was like, he's barely in it. So yeah, I was like, yeah.
So, with that, do we have any other questions?
Oh, I got an answer. No, Zach. No, I will not show my feet, Chris. No. Chris is saying, show your feet. No.
Why not? You sit there and advertise your socks.
That's different. Come, if you want GF1 stocks, come to Mac and he'll give you these.
No, not GF1 socks. That would be yours. No, those are yours solely. I have a question.
All right.
Best quote that Dave Batista did in your movie.
Ooh. Oh, that's really tough. Just because it's not a high dialogue role for him.
Okay, I'll ease up a little bit. Best scene.
The best scene he has in the film is uh, Jodie Foster's character is agoraphobic. She needs to escape the hotel for plot reasons, and she's having a panic attack feet from the door, and he coaches her through it, and finally gets her to snap out of it and get out of the and like get out into the world, and escape with her life. And yeah, that's definitely a shining moment in the film.
Mac?
Ah, I I would say I would say in the beginning, them solving the puzzle. Um, he was key to solving the puzzle just as much, and it shows you
Oh,
that like in past films, you will always expect him to be this big dumb jock, but in reality, he's actually a pretty smart person in this film. So it
his
shows.
mom solves more of that puzzle than he does.
Okay, whatever. But he did help a lot. He did know some stuff about that puzzle.
I'm
He
just
wasn't.
saying.
I get it. I
Sorry.
get it. But he wasn't dumb. I just want to put that like he's just not no dumb jock anymore. He knows how to do this.
That's true.
So
I will give you
yeah,
that for
he's
sure.
not a dumbass. Like you, when you see Dave Batista before Glass on, you think dumbass. But in this film, he's like he's not a dumbass. He's actually pretty sneaky and conniving and smart. So I would say that sets you up to what he is. So there. Also, I like the ensemble of the characters talking to each other. It's pretty cool.
Okay. Facts, cleanup.
Oh, Primal Fear! Primal Fear is what Animal North won in the Academy Award for. Boom.
Yeah, which is a phenomenal movie.
Good job, Tim.
Alfie, facts, because apparently Mac doesn't know when to sit out.
I am sitting down.
I was gonna say Mac doesn't know when to shut up, but I didn't want to be rude.
Okay. That's Mom. Is Elfie there?
Yeah, I'm still here. Sorry, I just stepped away
okay.
for just a second. Tell me again
That's
what I
fine.
missed. Sorry about that.
Any facts or cleanup? Anything they got wrong?
Not from what I can see. I see much other stuff on this too.
Okay. I will go first this time. Surprisingly, Mac, I'll give it to you because I actually did find him entertaining in Glass Onion.
All right.
I also find the movie just generally entertaining, so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is a very fun movie, and I do enjoy him in that role.
Yes.
Yeah, I like him. It was tough. Kim, I love him in Hotel Artemis.
Mac!
Look at.
Mac!
Okay.
Elfie, who do you go with?
It's a hard choice, but I think I'm gonna have to go with Glass Onion as well.
Okay, which is weird because now we're all tied up again. Because first round, they each got a point. Second round, Kim won. Yeah, so we're tied still.
Yeah, we are. But Kim, I gotta admit, I gotta say this before I was interrupted. I do love Hotel. I love him in Hotel Artemis. I love that. When you picked that, I was like, damn it, I love that pick.
It's a good movie.
It's a
like,
good movie. I admit it's good. It's really shouldn't be good at all. It's real. Actually, Charlie Day is funny in that too. I love him in that film.
Yeah, it's a like.
It
I
shouldn't be
thought
good. It shouldn't
Yeah.
be. It shouldn't be good, but it actually is.
the world building was solid. Like
Yeah.
it's a very insulated movie. Like the entire film takes place in Hotel Artemis. There's
Yeah.
very little going on that you get to see of the outside world, but it paints a very clear picture of it to where I was like, I could see a second movie that in this, like, show me another one of these hospitals
Right.
somewhere else in the world right now, like other than LA. Like show me something else going on.
Yeah,
I was
it could be
hooked.
Peacock. It could definitely be Peacock. So yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's go on to question 4. Question 4. Who needs a documentary movie? Yep, we're just gonna leave that open. Who just needs a documentary movie?
Yeah, I know.
So we've got our 1 minute on the clock for this, right?
Not yet.
No,
Not
Kim's got it done. Sorry.
Nope, Matt goes first. State your answer.
Okay.
Oh, I went with Wes Anderson.
Okay. And Kim.
So I threw a bit of a Hail Mary on this question. I said I do. Kim Hanley deserves to have a documentary made about her life.
You left that door open.
I did leave that door open, and I respect her for that because I would have done it too if I was in her shoes if I didn't know anything. But yeah.
That would have been really funny if you had picked yourself too.
Yeah, Mac Poole deserves. Yeah.
Honestly, between the two of you, I would have expected Mac to say that.
Yeah, the curveball answer is what I picked. See, that's what Kim expect me to play. But I was like, yeah, I'm going Wes Anderson, bitch.
All right, now we shall put 1 minute on the clock. Oops.
Are the contestants ready?
No, just one, because it's Mac first.
Gotcha. Sorry, anyway, 3, 2, 1, go.
So I picked Wes Anderson, and the reason Wes Anderson deserves a documentary about himself is because of the things that he did over the years. He is one of my favorite directors. He's literally top 5. Wes Anderson films are more interesting. It's something to be seen. You have to see it in the theater, and his life is even more interesting. Do you not know that his mother was not only a realtor, but she was an archaeologist, and his father worked in public relations? That's something interesting to see what he went through, what he did, like to see what he saw through what his life was. Also, as added bonus, the fact of Rushmore was at his campus, which was one of his first films. Bottle Rocket was his first film. You can see the behind the scenes of him creating Bottle Rocket, him doing Rushmore, him going through that life of him doing that, and him going into more films of what the Wes Anderson, the Royal Tenenbaums.
Kim? Can you please enlighten us on your narcissistic answer?
Yeah,
3,
okay, that's fair.
2, 1, go.
All right, so I think I deserve a documentary because I have, for a common middle class person, I have led an extremely interesting life. I have been very blessed in that way to have led a very interesting life. I almost got on the very first kids tournament of Jeopardy. I've a member of Mensa as a kid. I've lived in New Jersey, New York, middle of cornfields, Ohio. I've had a mailing address on 3 continents. I've worked for Disney building attractions. I've built theme park rides for a living as an engineer. I've got stories on stories on stories. I've told a few over the years doing intros and fun bits about myself on podcasts and things. I could definitely fill a documentary that people would get something out of, much more so than Wes Anderson.
Time's up.
Oh, that hurts.
Because here's the fun part. Mac now has to try to tear my life apart as unworthy of a documentary.
That's actually why I started giggling.
Yo.
And I don't want to do that because I hate doing that, and I'm a nice guy.
Honestly, do not pull any punches. Please fight this as hard as you can. I can handle it. I knew what I asked for picking this answer.
I'm gonna do it. Oh God, I'm so nice. Kim, I don't mean any of this. I'm sorry.
Mac.
It's fine.
Mac.
Okay, hang on.
I don't mean any of this.
Mac, it's okay. Do we have 3.5 minutes on the clock?
Let me know when to start it.
Are you guys ready?
Sure.
I'm going to try my best.
Now it's on you.
All right. So before you,
3, 2, 1, have at it.
Okay, before you shit all over my life story, Wes Anderson documentary is just going to be a string of the behind the scenes featurettes off of all the DVDs from all of his movies. It's going to have quirky camera angles and bold pastel color palettes and like maybe an anecdote about how Bill Murray was a dick to him.
It's
Like,
all about his life's journey. Because do you not know he did short films before? You know he did short films before he did Bottle Rocket. So we get to see all the stuff that he did growing up in life. You could actually do a mini series of him. You can get him. You can do a mini series of him going up to when he first did, where he did those short films, and then do a film in the series of him doing Bottle Rockets. Also, you can actually get actors playing this role, young actors playing these roles. You also get somebody playing Owen Wilson, playing Luke Wilson, who was in Bottle Rocket, which are close friends with each other. You could do anything you want with this, and you could make a miniseries on Apple TV. This would be something perfect for Apple TV. This would be something that would be something great for Apple TV. Kim, your selfish answer is just ridiculous. Look, I admit that you're fun, it's fun, but why did you do this? Damn it. Okay, so let's be honest. Yeah, you did different content with so many different people. I feel like it's just boring as hell. I mean, who wants to see somebody like? There's a lot of people just like it. Just seems like the regular person. They already did. They are. It just. God, why? This is the most selfish thing. You literally just picked yourself. You've been hanging out with Eric. Have you been hanging out with Eric? Have you, Kim? Kim, have you been hanging out with Eric?
No. Haven't been actually, but I mean, I've built full-sized animatronic dinosaurs. I've toured the country performing in on the crew of a stunt show.
What makes you different from any other person that did that? Like you got so many different things, but somebody else did that. Somebody else did that. Yes, you're combining all this into one. So many different people.
Yeah, and that's what makes for an interesting documentary about somebody's life is combining all of those things,
but
having those stories coming from humble beginnings. Like I mean,
that is true. But yours is not like Apple TV or Netflix type of style. It's not that. It's more like yours is literally National Geographic.
I mean, a PBS documentary is just as good as any other kind of documentary.
Well,
like they win awards too. It just because it's not on Netflix doesn't make it unworthy of interest.
I'm trying my best. I don't want to do it.
You know, like I'm
not mean. I'm not a mean person.
Like I've telling an interesting anecdote that would make a cool little vignette in my documentary while I was in Rome. I was walking the streets.
You didn't even try to take down mine a little bit because yours is just straight like it's good, but it's just like it's already been done before. Mine gets it been done before, but also it's telling the story of Wes Anderson.
It's telling the story of Wes Anderson, which is just his filmography. It's just behind the scenes featurettes of all of his movies.
That's not just his filmography. It's
the only part anybody cares about.
Like I just literally talked about. You could do a whole first episode of him being an
I think that was the longest ding I've ever heard. What bell rings like that? Ding.
Hey, I'm working on fumes here. Also,
that's totally fair. That's totally fair.
My hand was also on my chin, so it kind of like constricted my throat.
Ask a question. If I lose this question, I understand.
Who would direct your documentary?
Who would direct my documentary? That's a damn good question.
I'm even going to add something to that. Who would film your documentary and why? Do you think they would be the best choice?
I thought of this. It has to be somebody.
Shall we come back to you?
I really want to pick this person. Fuck it, I'll probably lose anyway because I didn't take down Kim's argument. You know what? I'm gonna say Tim Burton. I'm gonna say Tim. Here's the reason. Tim went through the same steps as not dissimilar steps, but the same way that Wes did, and I trust him to literally captivate his life and not attempt and literally do it in his way. And Wes would say yes to this 100% because Wes is a weirdo when is weird when it comes to his film. You've not seen, Fantastic Mr. Fox or Royal Tenenbaums. There's some weird ass movies when it comes to it, but it's fun as hell. But I feel like he would say yes. I mean, it won't be the same art style, but it'll be Tim Burton telling his tale. And also, it would be interesting to see how would Tim Burton direct this film? How would he direct his life? It would be fun as hell to see. It would be a must-see too. Hell, this might be a film. I don't know, but I want to see that. I'll say Tim Burton.
Kim, I'm interested to hear your answer on this one.
So my answer for this is I think Werner Herzog should direct this documentary. He is a prolific documentarian. He's done documentaries on normal people's lives. The Fire Within is about a couple of volcanologists who spend their lives exploring and getting up close with volcanoes. He's a no-nonsense, no BS documentarian. He doesn't, put rose-colored glasses over his subject matter. He tells the person's life in a very interesting and dynamic way, without throwing it in BS and nonsense to make them look good. He tells your life, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I think if I was fortunate enough to have a documentary about my life made, I would want the most truthful portrayal of my life to be what makes it to film. I wouldn't want a Tim Burton stylization of my life. I would want the real thing as best it could be put to film.
Elfie, I'm going to save you on this one because I don't think there's really any fact checking on one of the contestants' answers. We just gotta take their word for it.
I mean, I could DM you my LinkedIn profile or something if it would help.
To be fair, I would still just have to take your word for it because I don't know. You could have made that up.
That's true. That's very
true.
fair.
That's true. Yeah.
But I will go first.
I didn't argue that, so I just want to put that out there. I didn't argue that she made that up.
Oh, okay. Jokes
I'm
aside.
gonna lose. I'm gonna be honest.
Mac, chill. I'm gonna go first. And while I question both of your guys' answers, I could actually see Mac's answer making more sense. So I'm gonna go with Mac because Kim, you need to have more controversy in your life.
Yeah, I didn't play that card.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one cares that you're a perfect person who's an engineer. People want drama. They want pizzazz. They want cheating. You're too perfect. Go away.
Man, that's meaner than mine.
See, that's how you do it, Matt. That's how you be mean, okay? By the way, Kim, I'm so sorry. I don't think you're boring at all. Don't go away.
No, that's totally fine. Like I said, I was picking this answer. I was asking for it, so.
I was trying my best not to. I was like, I can't. I was like, God, I can't be mean. I was like, if I lose this, I was like, I'll take the L.
But I am going with you, Mac. Just simply because. Okay, you actually said the argument I would have said. Who cares? Like, and not like who cares about Kim, but who cares about the topic when other people have done the same thing.
Yeah.
There's nothing controversial. There's nothing drawing you in. Coffee. How about you?
Mac as well.
Any particular reason why, or?
I think he came down, the director. I'm sorry. If anybody's seen controversy, Tim Burton's not exactly the sweetest guy. That's for some reason. Yeah, I'm going.
Alright.
I mean, I did kind of ask for that, throwing that out there.
After my best when you said the answer, I was like, oh, I hate this.
Yeah. I mean, I've got, like, it's hard to compact an entire life into, 3.5 minutes. But yeah, like, it's fair. But I did look for, like, normal answers, but everyone that came to mind already had documentaries about them, and I felt like that was the trap with this question, was like pretty much anyone that you're gonna pick who's worth having a documentary about them already has one about them.
Which would have worked, but you said the wrong stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the people who have the documentaries about them always have that one element where it's like, oh snap, what happened here?
That's true.
That's true. I didn't think to focus on the more controversial parts of my life. I was like, do the things that people think are cool. Everybody's like, oh shit, you work with robotics? That's super awesome. I'm like, yeah, you're gonna build Skynet someday? Yeah, probably. Like,
so as of right now, Mac is in the lead. By technically 1 point.
For now.
So let's see what happens with our final question. This went by really fast. Alright. So, question 5. What is the best heist film? I think we're starting with Kim?
Number question, that should be me first.
Yes.
So for this one, I chose the movie Heist, the 2001 Gene Hackman heist.
Mac?
I picked Inside Man. Spike Lee's Inside Man.
First of all, I didn't know that until I saw the answer, because I didn't know you were going to be on the show until you sent me the answers.
But you knew it was nice to him. You knew I was going to Inside Man.
I didn't know that.
It was Inside Man, Mac?
Yes, with Denzel Washington.
Yep.
But second of
Denzel
all, Mac,
Spike Lee.
Mac, the other part of that is, I'm not surprised. I didn't know, but I'm not surprised.
Oh yeah, you're not surprised I picked Inside Man.
All right, let's get a minute on that clock.
All right, you know who's going first?
Yes, Kim.
I am going first.
Alrighty, 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, Heist from 2001 is a fantastic movie. It's centered on the thieves, not on the cops like some other picks. It's got an all-star cast: Gene Hackman, Danny DeVito, Sam Rockwell, just star-studded. Ricky Jay, who is one of the most prolific magicians and magical historians of all time, is in this film. It's a movie about misdirections, double crosses, triple crosses, quadruple crosses. It is played so well and so slick without feeling like it's cheating the way that Ocean's 11, 12, and 13 and 8 do. Like, the misdirections and the double crosses feel genuine and earned in a way that those movies just kind of like, oh, look over here, haha, surprise, we knew all along. But like, it really feels like a legit heist being executed.
Mac, are you ready?
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1. You're on.
All right, look, I love, everybody knows how much I love Inside Man. Inside Man is one of Spike Lee's best films, and it's one of the best heist films of all time, and here's why. It's a simple premise. It's a bank robbery, but it's not just any simple bank robbery. It also has its own all-star cast. It stars Denzel Washington, Clive Owen, Jodie Foster, William Dafoe. It stars immense of people. I know there's one more person I'm leaving out, but he's in this film too. But this film is great because the Tom. What?
Nope. Keep going.
Okay. I'm sorry. But also, in this film, the film is basically a heist of. There's only one in the film. It's maybe it looks like a simple wrong, and without giving out a spoiler, will get out.
Oh no.
Cuts or dead.
Okay. Let's get 3.5 minutes on the clock. This may or may not be our final question. We're not sure yet.
No, I don't know. I'm sure.
But we won't know until, voting time.
Until we know. All right, 3, 2, 1. Have at it.
So Inside Man it's a bank heist. It's just a bank heist. You can't think of anything more cliche. It is just a bank heist. It is just a bank heist. The underlying motivation is.
I can't spoil it, Kim.
Yeah, no.
It's not just a bank heist. There's more to it.
It totally is, and
they're
it's
stealing,
full.
I'll put this.
Full of.
I'll put the premise even further. I only spoil it. They're actually stealing something that not supposed to exist. That's the point. They're stealing something that's not supposed to exist. And
no, it is supposed to exist. It's just not really documented. They're stealing safety deposit boxes. Ooh. They're stealing it's full of
that isn't supposed to exist. Like,
it's
I'm
nothing
in the film without it being yours. Yes, it's a heist, but it gets pretty boring. I mean, Danny DeVito looks like he's bored in this film, and it just feels like it's just petty, boring, and the expectation. For example, betraying Danny DeVito betraying makes no fucking sense. It makes no sense. Why would you betray a man for getting old? He got old. Oh, he got old. I'm gonna betray him. That makes no fucking sense. He got money for him. I mean, in fact, I'll go even further there. There's a film that does the same premise as you a month before called The Score. I just watched The Score, starring Edward Norton, Robert De Niro. It's the same premise. Old man gets the young man betrays him. It's the same hype. Is it better than The Inside Man or Heist? I mean, better probably than Heist, but it's still a good film. It's not better than The Inside Man. That's the reason.
No, they're both substantially better than Inside Man. It's full of so many bank heist cliches, right? Oh, they're going for this. They're not going for the cash. They're going for the safety deposit box. Oh, they use pre-recordings to throw off the comms. The movie is told from the perspective of the cops. It's not focused on the heist. It's focused on Denzel.
It tells the perspective of the bank heist from the robbers when they get from the robber in the beginning. Here he said, "Hello, I'm not going to tell you your name, but I'm going to tell you what I had to do. I'm going."
That's the narrator.
I'm not going to tell you your name. I'm in a prison that's made by yourself.
The narration, not the perspective. That's not the same thing.
He's telling you from the beginning. Actually, in the beginning of the film, without spoiling it, he tells Denzel Washington, "I'm gonna walk in here I'm gonna walk out of here at the front door when I'm good and ready."
Yes, exactly. The film is told from Denzel's perspective. It's over his shoulder. It's a cop movie.
It's a cop movie and a heist. It's a cop movie and a heist movie. They're trying to rob. You're trying to defend. Yes, this is a heist movie. When you look at Inside Man, it is a heist. There is a heist in there. They are heisting. They are not just heisting. It's not a bank robbery. That's not about getting the money. It's about getting something that's not supposed to exist by a bad person. I'm trying not to spoil the film. It's really good.
So criminals stealing from criminals, another bank heist cliche.
Just
just cliche on top of cliche on top of cliche. Like the only novel thing is the ending of the film
Just the bank. It's not just how
and Christopher
it's not just
Plummer.
the bank movie. It's just how Spike Lee puts his stamp on this as a film.
Wait, what did you say? Puts his what as a film?
Stamp on this.
Oh, stamp.
On. Yeah.
We put this what on this?
Well, his mic cut out. It was just like he put his...
Yeah. I meant to say stamp. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it was just the way you delivered it. It just made me chuckle. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Sorry.
Let's start with fact checking. Any fact checking, even though I think they were pretty spot on.
I was going to say they both seem pretty spot on. I was kind of reading through about the two movies while they were talking, and they both seem to pretty much know their stuff. I had to try really hard not to just blurt out Christopher Plummer.
Yeah, that's who it is.
I know there's this other dude I'm leaving out, but I don't remember his name.
I'm forgetting one. Christopher Plummer's in this film too. Yeah, damn. I knew he was in this film. I was like, I'm forgetting one. Christopher Plummer's in this damn film. He is. Yeah. Isn't he in Batman Begins?
No.
Kim?
Christopher Plummer?
Yeah, I thought he was in Batman Begins. No. Maybe? No. I think he's in a Nolan film for some odd reason. I don't know why. Anyway, I'm done.
I'm trying to think of a question. And I can't think of one.
Alright.
Don't you all write me? This is terrible.
From what I've read, they both look like interesting movies.
Yeah.
And I'm stumped myself. This is hard.
Yeah. You know what?
I'm gonna go.
Wait. Hold on. Let's do this. Put yourself in the movie. What role would you play?
Put myself in the movie. What role would I play?
And it has to be as it applies to your movie and everything. Like, you can't, like, make up an element outside of yourself.
It got to be in the film. We got to make it up or.
Well, you would be the additional element, so everything else would still have to be like relatively the same, but you would be an additional element. So basically, what role would you play in the movie?
Okay, I got mine. It's gonna be funny.
I think I would have been like if I was gonna be in the movie, I think I would be sort of the equivalent of like the 12th man on the heist kind of deal. If you've seen the movie, I'm gonna try to duck spoilers. There's a like double, triple, quadruple crossing, and Gene Hackman and his, group of thieves that he's brought in, his closest allies and friends, they come up like one person short, and it costs them pretty dearly in some ways. They just had one more person on the crew to be that one extra diversion. Some of them might have gotten out in a little bit better shape than they did. And I think that would be a place where I could kind of slot in as sort of that expendable extra person on the team that kind of gets cannon foddered out at the end of the heist. Since I'm not worthy of having a documentary about me, I might as well be cannon fodder.
Well, Beck, what about you?
So in the scene, there's a scene in Inside Man where the guy literally has his phone out and he's looking for his phone and he plays Gold Digger. So I'm the other guy that actually has his phone, and he's literally sitting there playing Gold Digger, and he gets his phone and he gets his ass whooped, and then he cuts a gun to me. He said, do you have a phone? Here you go. Get it, take it, take it right here. There's your phone. I'll give him my phone. Also, it later revealed in the film that I may not get a lot of screen time, but I get little. The camera pans on me a lot, but I don't say anything. But as we get to the end of the film, everybody's revealed in the end, and I walk to the car. And they stop. They get to a stop, and I get into the car, and I'm actually the inside man. I'm the one that gives them all the details, everything that they need for that job. And this could be a deleted scene.
Okay. Elfie, after everything you have heard, who do you go with?
Not to give any spoilers, but because after reading about it, I know what's in a certain box in that movie, I'm going to have to go with Inside Man.
I couldn't spoil it. I could not spoil it.
I saw that and I was like, what?
Yeah.
To be a fly on the wall during that particular conversation, and I'm like, what? So,
That's what's in
I'm
there.
going to go with Inside. Miss, our hostess with the mostest.
Oh, I know what answer I'm going with. It's just now that you said that, now we have to come up with a PvP.
Oh no!
Go into the tiebreaker.
Do you remember when I made my debut on that debate show recently? Thank you again, Mac, for that opportunity. Yeah, I didn't think I was going to win it, and then was surprised
I didn't think I was going to win this one.
Winning
Yeah,
PvP.
I had no idea I was going to win this one, so
You didn't
What?
win.
We don't know who's going to win yet.
No, I know I'm not going to win. We're in the PvP. I flip this up all the time.
Well, yeah, so I'm going with Kim only because her role honestly sounds like it moves the plot along, where Mac, there was already an Inside Man?
That is true, but it's a deleted scene, so I tried my best, you know.
Because, see, I really thought you were going to say what I said when we did this for Black Film Talk, and you were going to be the one who would start dancing as soon as they play Gold Digger.
Yeah, I wasn't going to do that. I was not winning either way if I did that. You were like...
I was kind of figuring something was going to happen once you mentioned that song as well.
You would have won that, because I literally just said, that is the thing I said in Black Film Talk.
Yeah, but I don't want a petty win like that. Take it to PvP. Let's go. I'm not an asshole, as you sing.
But that wouldn't have been a petty win. That would have just been a callback.
Yeah, that would have been a callback, but the callback has not been aired yet, so I don't want to do that. So, no. Fair.
Well, we're going into PvP.
PvP, yeah. Go ahead.
What kind of a timer do we use for our PvP?
Oh, I'm assuming it's the same, because I don't think I've been on a show where there's a PvP. Yes, there was. You and Loveless.
Yeah, you were on the one that I was.
No. I mean for Digital Beatdown specifically.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Okay, so we have to do like a heads or tails, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Do I need to go get a coin for that?
Actually, I have that. So let me pull this up.
Get prepared.
Well, actually, I ironically came prepared because I was doing something else that involved that, and just happened to have that. So, let's go with Mac. Heads or tails?
Tails never fails.
You sure about that?
I guess. Let's go.
Oh, hold on. Gotta refresh. There we go. It's heads.
Okay, cool.
All right, so Kim goes first, and if I recall, Kim also has to pick between you and me to come up with a question. Yes, Mac.
Huh? Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Who she wants to pick? Who she want to go first, and who you get to pick the question?
Yeah, Kim goes first, but she also has to pick who asked the question.
Yeah.
Um, hmm. Let's let's go Elfie.
Oh, thank
what
God.
question you got?
Oh, thank God.
No pressure or anything, right? Yeah.
Did you explain to her how she does it?
Okay. So, don't you guys have to Oh, you have to ask them to ooh, how do we do this in this case? Because video games is a little different. How do we do it in this case?
Let's do it the same way, sort of. You know.
Okay,
In a way.
I guess
Okay.
pick a subject matter related to movies.
Yeah, and then ask a question.
I'm gonna send you an idea real quick and see what you think about it.
Oh, I have to get on Discord. Hold on.
Sorry.
You know, while this is happening, we should cut to commercial or something. Mac.
Hey,
The BRB screen.
hey,
Actually, you know. Oh no, I can't do that because it'll cut off the sound.
hey, GF winners. Hey, sorry. Hey, eye jobbers out there. You like socks? Do you like wearing socks? Do you like having socks? Go on to the GF1 store. You can have socks all you want. Just donate $1 and you'll get Max socks. Yes, Max socks. Nothing but socks. Socks. You can wear the
Socks 24/7.
You can do whatever the fuck you want with those socks. You can wear a sock pocket. You can put them in on your head. You can do whatever you want. You can do that thing
And before we get canceled, we're back. Okay, Elfie, ask the question.
All right. Our question for this lovely PvP round: who would play you in a movie, and what kind of movie would it be?
This is bullshit.
Oh, that's incredibly hard.
This is bullshit. And you
Love you guys.
Matt,
Good luck.
you can't even say that. We were presented.
I know. What's his name? Can you send me the link?
Huh?
Huh?
No, Miss knows what I'm talking about.
I don't. Who are you talking about?
The YouTuber.
Mac, she doesn't. Oh, yes, she does. But just answer the question.
Okay.
It's your answer, not what we would pick.
No. I'm gonna go with that because he's famous. He got what, 1 million subscribers, right?
I think it's more than that, but
Okay. Anyway,
We running a timer.
what's the question again? Who would direct my film? Who would play me?
no,
No,
would
it's
play
who would play you in a movie?
And what kind of movie would it be?
Okay, cool.
By the
Tim,
way,
you're first.
for those of you who don't know who Mac is referring to, it's a YouTuber named Mac Does It.
Gotcha.
But
That's your pick for who should play you in a movie?
If you've seen the link, he acts and looks just like me.
Again, this is your answer. You don't have to pick him if you don't want to.
I'm gonna pick it. All right. I'm gonna pick Matt Does It from YouTube.
Are we running a timer on this one, Miss?
And what does he do? And what's it about?
Yes, but hold on.
What's like the genre? Like
Wait,
what
hold on.
genre is the
Kim
movie?
was actually supposed to go first on this one.
Okay, go ahead, Kim. Sorry about that.
So I'm gonna say Hari Neff would be the actress playing me in a movie. and the sort of like genre of the film would be uh kind of a like a not a black comedy but like a dark comedy.
Okay. Back.
Oh, Matt does it. Matt does it, and it's going to be a comedy. Do I have to tell you what it's about?
We're getting there. Hold on.
Okay. You want me to tell you what it's about or no? Not yet.
We're getting to that. Hold
Okay.
on.
Plug it back in. Put it where it goes. Plug it in.
Oh boy. Don't know the context of what Elfie is talking about, but that sounded way out of
Sorry.
line.
Sorry. I should have muted. Sorry about that, guys.
Well, I heard plug it in, so we'll just go with that.
It involves and plugging back in a lap. Just for clarification.
Kim. So explain to us what your movie is about. Well, clearly it's about you, but explain how your movie would be as it relates to you.
So I picked Hari Neff. She's a fantastic trans actress. If I'm gonna be in a movie, I might as well be played by someone who can relate. She's has a great sense of humor, great comedic timing, doing it as kind of a dark comedy, playing on some of the like more traumatic beats of my life in a like way that sort of doesn't make them quite so downer is definitely going to be in her wheelhouse in a way that's going to make it poignant but still entertaining in like a fun way. You're gonna come out and going like, damn, her sucked, but at least it was a fun movie. Um, yeah, so I think that's where her strengths as an actress are gonna come into play in a big way.
Okay. Mac.
Ready?
Yes.
You want me to go now?
Yes.
All right. The reason why I picked Matt does it, a lot of people have just sent me this link and they say, Mac, look, he looks and sound like Mac. So you want to know what? Fuck it. He does. Let's put him in the film. He's also a famous YouTuber. He has my quirks. He has everything. He basically, they say, is a mirror image. So why don't we just get a famous YouTuber who looks and act like me on as a film? Now, the reason we can do this, we can give him the most money. What we're gonna do, the film we're gonna make is the film is going to be about my first time meeting everybody at Chicago, meeting everybody, the whole behind the scenes, everything that we did, everything that we possibly went through. And to do this, I'm not going to cast anybody. I'm just going to get all the people who play their parts in this film and give them a cut of the money, because it's not only just about that. It's also, I'm going to be there giving the cues and everything. There are going to be some fun behind the scene cue with me just literally doing cuts and me just coming in there like, does he actually look like fucking me? You know, stuff like that. You know, it would be fun to do something like that. It's not only it's a film based on a true story. Films like that are fun. You know, it would be fun to see. Our anime Midwest story was a fun ass story the first time, and you never know. We might do it a double time. We might get Chris, and if Chris is in there, he's definitely playing him fucking self. I am going to do that. I would love to see this. This would be something fun, something creative, something that I would be a producer of. I would love to see this.
Okay. So, Kim, since you won the coin toss, you can either boost why your movie should be made or discredit why Mac's movie should be made. Which do you think?
I think I'll try to shoot down Mac's idea.
Okay. Elfie, are you there? Elfie?
Sorry, my mic is being weird. I am here.
Okay, let's give 2 minutes on the clock.
It's going to be an interesting showdown, I have a feeling. Alright. We have our timer.
Also, Mac, do you guys argue at the same time or no?
Yeah, no, we know. She's got to
Okay,
do that.
got it.
That's all
Okay.
she can do. That's all she can do. She can only attack.
Yeah,
She can only
you,
attack
you,
my
you,
argument.
yeah, only attack his argument. You cannot bolster yours at all.
Fair enough.
All right, so whenever Elfie is ready.
3, 2, 1. Have at it.
Mac does it. Who the f- is that? Like, you rattled the name. Oh, it looks just like me. I had to Google who they were just to like. I never heard of this person. No clue what they're about. I don't really see the resemblance. Not that that's critical to this idea, but you were harping. I was like, oh, they look just like me. They look just like me. Can't say that I see it. Um, and just no YouTuber has successfully made the leap to big screen acting successfully. They can't do it. Those movies always bomb. Like you've chosen a star that inherently tanks your movie for you before it even gets out of the gate. Like you might as well have just shot yourself in the foot. Um, burn the negatives and call it a day because you're already setting yourself up for failure. You're we've already gone over like, oh, why would anybody care about a normal person's life? What is so impressive about, this Chicago, like you didn't pitch a plot really, like you just sort of glazed over like this one moment in time and this person who looks just like me is gonna be in the role, and that was it. And I just don't see that making a film worth seeing if you don't even have acting talent to bolster the, like, based on a true story can get carried by a good star, and you drop the ball in that department in just too big of a way.
2 more seconds.
That's what I got.
10 seconds.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yep.
Alright, you're done.
Mac. Same parameters. Bolster or
Boost my argument.
Okay.
Alright, 3, 2, 1. Have at it, man.
Okay, so the fact that you're talking about YouTubers not being not web series stars or podcasters not doing good in the series. Felicia Day is this. She's a naturally good actress, so we got that out their way. There also have been the premise of real true stories. Superbad is this. Superbad is based on a true story. And also as an added bonus, if you are not there in Chicago, it was a fun time, and telling that story would be fun. And also, I'm literally going to also having somebody that has the input, that been there, that done that, is a different story. This could be something of a short film that could turn into something big. I'm not talking about something that's going to be a motion picture or something great or gratifying. I'm talking about a fun story, making friends, and doing something that's going to get you on YouTube TV, or not on YouTube TV, but probably Apple TV, something like that. Something that really could grasp to something about that. Something small. And I'm not looking for it to be big. This would be interesting. And I want to do something like that. Literally telling a story and making it for a large audience to see. And just making a film with your friends is better than anything. It may not make a lot of money, but it will be something that people will gravitate toward and watch and be like, man, they're just simple people making a simple film. It'll be fun. And also, my YouTuber has over 1 million subscribers. He's famous enough because a lot of people know him. So that's the audience. You may not know this person, but some people do. And everybody around here have seen that video and made fun of me and said, this guy looks and talks like me. There's a reason. They have sent this. They know this. Chris knows this. Frankie knows this. Everybody knows this. So that's the reason I picked this person. He fits the role. He fits that, and I want somebody that looks and acts just like me. That way, I can do that and give it the quotation, do some fun behind the script. That's the thing, making a fun film for people to watch.
And time.
Okay. That's it, right? We don't have to do anything else?
No, you good.
Alright. I'm gonna go first on this one. Kim. Mac Does It has 2.5 million, 2.6 million subscribers on YouTube alone. He is also very prolific on Instagram. And I think TikTok at this point. So he is not.
Does not a film actor make?
Let me finish. I'm just saying. I'm going by what you're saying. He's not an unknown person. He also won the Shorty Award a few years ago. And I think he also won an award for screenwriting. I think. He won another award for something. Plus, if I also recall, both of his parents are famous for writing as well. So, he's not just some random YouTuber here. He's kind of been around, okay? However, Mac, the question was, the movie's supposed to be about you.
It is about me. It's a story about me. My bad. Yeah. Go ahead.
Not really. It's about an incident that you were a part of. And it's not even a big incident. Now, as part of GF1, I get it. I do get what you're talking about. But usually when you have a movie like that, it's supposed to be something a lot more grand than we went to a convention for 3 days. And random stuff happens with people that, you know, like, it would be scary.
That was like that. I just want to put that out there. But I get it.
It was. But you got to be very careful with that kind of plot. And the way you were describing it wouldn't make sense. You know? And the only way I think it would make sense is if you kind of pulled a Quentin Tarantino and you interlocked everybody's stories into that one story. But then it wouldn't be about you. It would be about everybody.
I didn't give into detail about it. I just didn't want to do that. So, yeah.
Exactly. Which is why
I couldn't go into detail with it. So I was trying to.
It's just why I kind of have to go with Kim. Because hers was about her. And I have to give her credit for trying to course correct what she said earlier about her life and try to make it more dramatic.
Okay.
Because one, it seemed more focused on the person versus an incident that you just happened to be in.
Okay. I knew I was going to lose this, so I don't.
Elfie the Foxwolf?
The Little Fox is also with Kim. Again, like Ms. Desiree said, it seemed like it was more focused on Kim. And, you know, an entire thing, not just the one incident that Kim. And I mean, if you're doing a film about somebody, it needs to be about a wider span, not just the one thing. It's got to be a wider spread about that person. It's like if you do when they do a documentary on Michael Jackson, they didn't do like just his Thriller album. It was like an entire thing about Michael Jackson.
Also, Mac, you are such an interesting person. A movie about you would actually work if you focused it on you. Mac?
I said no, it wasn't.
Mac.
I'm not a sore. See, Chris saying I'm a sore loser. I knew I was gonna lose. How's that being a sore loser? I didn't even prepare for this.
Either way, I really wish you would have kind of gunned this one. Where like, one of my fears.
I couldn't do it.
Wait, hold on. Mac,
I did not like it.
Mac, I I can think of a story that always entertains me that's about you. Your one flight that you did,
Yeah,
was
that's
it
one
last year?
story though. That's one
But
story.
that's
I gave
still,
you.
but you can
I told
still
you that. I told
you
you
can
it was a
still
bullshit
expound
question.
upon that because it was essentially
It
soul
still was a
playing.
bullshit question. I
Mac,
didn't like it. I
shush!
didn't care
Hear
for
me
it.
out. Hear me out. Listen to what I'm about to say.
Oh God,
It's
I don't want
just
to hear about it.
okay. Cool. I won't say it.
Go ahead,
No,
because
no,
it's just gonna
no.
talk about my life, and I don't feel like putting my life out there. That's the
I
thing
didn't.
about it.
I wasn't even gonna say anything like that. That's
Okay,
why I
say it
said,
then, please.
let me finish. That
Finish.
one incident, you could have essentially turned into a better version of Soul Plane because you actually experienced it. I was actually giving you credit.
Well, here's the issue, though. I couldn't say it because some of the characters couldn't say this because some of the characters cannot be said.
But you don't have to have like an exact replica. You could have. I don't know. If, no,
No, not exact replica. I'm just saying I couldn't say their names.
You don't have to,
you know
though. You did not have to.
I was trying to, but I was like, damn,
Matt, I'm talking.
say this
I know who you're
situation,
referring to. I'm talking about just the plane flight involving you and your nephew. Just that part. You could have turned into a 2-hour movie.
Not that. You weren't there the first time. That way from the first time.
Mac, I'm only talking about a centralized time period that you did tell us about on a plane that sounded like Soul Plane. Just that part. I'm not talking about the before or the after.
That's going to be part of the film.
But it's still focused on you. And it's essentially Soul Plane. You could have just said that.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. I wasn't talking about Chicago.
I'm not a sore loser. I'm okay here. I'm going to lose anyway. I'm going to lose.
Either way, Kim wins.
Whatever happens, Matt, you know that we love you. Come on.
Yes, we do. That's why I was saying what
I know. I just didn't care. I didn't care about it. Like, I didn't care about losing. I just don't like being called a sore loser because I wasn't a sore loser. I'm going to lose. I don't care. I don't know what being a sore loser is saying. You're going to lose anyway.
Mac,
I mean, good to Kim.
Mac, you're not a sore loser. Kim won. Let's end the show.
Kim won. Yeah.
Especially since I gotta be on another show in a few minutes. So Kim,
Chris was on here. He would have been like salty as certain people are salty as fuck when it comes to their answers. Oh yeah, I shouldn't have won this. Yeah.
Okay.
I do gotta I gotta slip in one quick fact check. You mentioned Felicia Day as an example of a YouTuber that made a jump to.
Yeah, she wasn't a web series. It said web series. I went to web series. I don't know. I couldn't get.
Well,
YouTuber
she was a Hollywood actress before she did the web series stuff. That's the only fact check. Is she'd already done like real Hollywood TV movies before that.
I couldn't find a prominent web user that became web person that became a famous actor.
Because there aren't any.
Yeah, but she took the dig at that. But if I literally kept going about, I argued it the wrong way. But that's my point. Yeah, Markiplier. Markiplier's not a famous actor. No, he's not. I could have said the nerd.
Well, yeah. Markiplier was kind of the opposite. He became a famous YouTuber and then did the whole acting thing.
Yeah.
What
movie was he in?
He does his own.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's different, I just wanted to take that down. I just made Felicia Day like an example. Like there are famous actors that did this, so it's not bullshit. It may not be Felicia Day.
You could also say Jacksepticeye, Corey Kenshin. Like you could say a whole lot of people on YouTube who did.
Yeah, you can say a whole lot of people did it. There are some Kim. It's just you just harped on the wrong person. Yeah, but yeah.
So, Kim, you're the winner. Yay! Because I was going to say that for the past 5 minutes. Do you have any final words? Any social medias you want to plug?
Just thanks for having me on. It's been a long time since we got to do this, and it was a lot of fun, despite the absurd time of day, given where I'm at currently. Um, this was a lot of fun, and I've missed getting to do stuff like this with you guys. So
I did too. I did too.
Yay! She loves us.
It was quite entertaining, wouldn't you agree, Mist?
Yes. I mean, honestly, 9 out of 10 times they are. Mac, do your plugs.
Yeah, I'm Matt. Come follow me at SamBuck98. Also follow us at GG Game Fixers and YouTube, and I'll follow us all there. Follow us right there, and yeah, please follow us on for Monday. Make sure you come by and see the episode of Gamer Grudge. Go see that. It's gonna be a great show. That's the semifinals match between Kat and Scott. Make sure you go see that. This is gonna be a great show. Make sure you come find us and see us, and follow us on Instagram. And we got an Instagram now. And Tuesday we're gonna play some. We're probably gonna try and play some Overcook. And yeah, I'm done. There you go.
Elfie, where can people find you?
I did say that.
I said Elfie. Where can
Okay. Sorry.
I don't have any streams yet, but hopefully too soon. I do have a channel on Twitch under Elfie the Little Fox. You can also find me, I believe, on Instagram as well as TikTok, and Discord again as Elfie the Little Fox. You might also find me moderating for Razor Rob in the streams and one of his main mods. Thanks again for having me. This has been an interesting experience. Hopefully, we'll get to do it again sometime.
Also, shout outs to Razor Rob. He has been a contestant and a very good friend of GF1.
Yep.
And you can find me with either the GF1 studio staff, as Mac plugged earlier, or you can also find me with DTH Games at twitch.tv/DTH_games, and all of our related links that you can find on Linktree. And yeah, message me or message somebody from either one of those places and you'll find me somewhere, because I'm bouncing between both places. Yes, it is Chris. That is you. Yeah, that's just totally you. Just you. Not me at all. No. You can find me with Chris, but no, I'm not there. I am in fact the Mist. Well, like Max said, we will have a show Monday? Yeah, Monday. So check us out on Monday, and then the next day on Tuesday, and whatever other shows that are upcoming in the next few weeks. So with that, we will see you on the next one. Bye, guys.
Bye.